hamburgers, chips, and potato salad. Those are the fixings for a fantastic picnic. The problem is the menu can be loaded with sodium, which is bad for your health, especially if you have heart disease. Vivian Williams and a photographer, Andy Schultz, talked to Mayo Clinic cardiologist Stephen Kopecky about enjoying holiday food without consuming too much sodium.
On and after the 4th of July holiday, emergency departments like this one at Mayo Clinic beef up their staff, not just to prepare for firework injuries, but to care for people who get into trouble because they ate too much sodium at holiday picnics.
The ones that are truly at risk are the ones that have heart disease, meaning their heart doesn't pump well, people with heart failure.
Dr. Stephen Kopecky says sodium raises blood pressure. Here's how. Your arteries are like this hose. Pressure is determined by how much water flows through it. If there's a lot of extra sodium in your system, then there's extra fluid in your blood, which raises the pressure in your arteries.
It can tip you into a heart attack and can tip you certainly into heart failure, where your heart fails to meet the body's demands, can't pump enough fluid, so you get very short of breath.
So what can you eat at that cookout?
I really do not believe in denying oneself.
Dr. Kopecky says just be smart about it. First, eat small portions, maybe half a hot dog instead of a whole one.
So if you eat a hot dog with the bun, a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of mustard, that's easily 1,100 milligrams of sodium.
And the daily intake for someone with heart issues should be 1,500 milligrams. For those without heart issues, 2,200 milligrams. Second, fill up on fruit and veggies. And third, beware of hidden sources of sodium, such as soft drinks, processed foods, canned goods, cheese, meats, sausage, and breads.
If you go to a hamburger store and you get a hamburger and french fries, there is likelihood more sodium in the bread of the hamburger than there is in the french fries.
Check labels of the types of foods you'll eat beforehand so you're aware of where the sodium's hiding. So sure, take a few bites of Grandma's famous homemade coleslaw you've been craving all season. Just pay attention to what and how much you're eating. For Mayo Clinic News Network, I'm Vivian Williams.
And now a recap of the headlines. The BVI is negotiating an intergovernmental agreement with the United States Treasury. The findings of a youth health and sexuality survey reveals alarming rates of premature sexual activities among minors. Education Minister reiterates mandatory 5 CXC passes for government scholarships in 2014. Premier announces loan guarantee for businesses through the National Business Bureau. Public hears from the government on the environmental impact assessment for the Cruise Pier expansion project. The BVI Tours Board targeting new and emerging market in Brazil and Latin America. And one lucky Digicel customer drives away with a brand new SUV. In news from the region, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank takes control of Anguilla's 2 indigenous banks. And the world's largest message in a bottle goes missing and may end up in the Caribbean. Remember to visit jtvlive.net for more news, JTV's television programs and events now playing on JTV. You can also watch this entire newscast on jtvlive.net. We welcome your questions and comments. You can email us at jtvnews@hotmail.com. I'm Ino Soman. Thank you for watching.
Wardrobe provided by Umi Fashions.